think about some love and marriage Atlanta.
Yes, and just give me one audition. All I want is audition. I don't want no favoritism. Although I know, because when people see me and my husband together, they're like, "Oh, he seems so sweet and so nice." And then once the cameras go out, oh, there you go. There it is, right there. He ain't African no more. Look.
Why the hell so many people are trying to tell me to slow down? Seems like motherfuckers should be shutting the hell up and enjoying the show.
Melody Holt, how you doing?
What's up, Tasha K?
You look fantastic. Thank you for joining me.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it. You look beautiful. I like that pink on you, girl.
Oh, thank you. This was all my husband. He was like, "You got to dress up." Melody dressing up. I was like, "You're right. Okay, I'll put on something." I only dress up when I'm like doing really in-person interviews. If I'm at home, I'm like, okay, it's a workout clothes. We're going to get through it. But I do understand. So welcome. I got to get right into it. I do.
Let's go.
Deshaun Love Holiday. On the regular, I have too much on my plate. Again, when I made time to tweet about TV shows, it was fun. As I said, things went left because I was telling on them sorry-ass demons, Marcel and Martel. I can do a whole fried chicken cast of, and then some if they keep up the BS. Apparently, Martel has a baby, another baby. We broke the first baby on this show with Ariane. Is this true?
I have no idea, honestly. I don't know who it is. I don't know if it's true or not. I do feel that, things done in the dark will come to the light. So if it is true, I'm sure we will all know very soon. But me personally, I have no idea. I mean, and if it is true, I guess she just joined the bunch.
Did you hear about this as well? About your, recent ex-husband having a possible another baby?
I did. I saw the tweets, of course, because everybody, they're going to send it to you like, girl, who is this? Do you know about this? So I definitely had, an influx of DMs of the tweets. I don't know what I can say is, because, I like to keep it 100.
Yes.
So what I will say is reading some of the tweets. I mean, I was with Martel for 14 years, and a lot of it does not sound like him. What's supposed to be the back and forth between her and him, honestly, a lot of it does not sound like the way he speaks and the way he talks. Okay, so that made me feel like, not sure if this is real or what is going on. But then at the same time, again, what's done in the dark will come to the light. So if there is some truth to it, I'm sure we will all know and hear.
You know what? I'm going to try to get to the bottom of it. I'm going to see, because if this is true, and he has 4 beautiful children with y'all. Like I said this, I was talking to my staff the other night about this. I said, I don't think that Martel nor Melody should have any more children. This is what I said. Your kids are such a blend of you. If you have a child outside, like another child with another man, when you move on, maybe he doesn't have any children, that kid is definitely going to stand out and know. Like, they're not going to feel like they fit in, because you and Martel's kids are such a perfect blend of you two.
Yeah.
And then you and Martel, I'm going to be honest with you, I thought y'all were soulmates because you guys kind of look alike.
Really? You think so?
Yes.
Well, it's funny that you say that, because, that's some stuff, even after I left, that he would be like, we're meant to be together. You know that we are soulmates. So he used to say stuff like that, too, even after I left. But our kids, man, they are so awesome, Tasha K. Like, I couldn't ask for any better kids. Like, real talk, they get it. They understand what's going on in terms of, their parents being business owners. When I have to do certain things, they know, okay, we can go upstairs for 15, 30 minutes. Mommy gonna knock out an interview. Then we gonna get right back to playing and having fun. Like, they get it, and they are super, I always wanted my kids to be well-rounded. So I always wanted them to, enjoy the dancing, the singing, the acting, but then also get those grades in school as well. You know what I'm saying? So they have a lot of personality. And I think that's one reason, and they're happy kids. And I think that's one reason a lot of people just really, take to them and enjoy being around them, because they're going to keep you entertained.
I know your baby girl, Marley, is always smiling.
Yes.
Like her mama, like her mom. Because I'm telling you, I could never tell there was anything wrong with you because you've always kept a smile on your face.
Yeah, absolutely. As women, I think sometimes we smile even though inside, we may be struggling or have different pains and hurts going on, but we know how to smile and keep it moving. I would say when I had Melanie, when I was carrying her, to be honest, I made up in my mind that I wanted to have a positive pregnancy, and I didn't want to, end up with a child that had nerve issues or anything like that, because I was stressed during my pregnancy. So I made sure that it was a great pregnancy for me. Now, I don't know if you remember, but even during that time, towards the end of my pregnancy, that is when pictures were leaked to blogs, with Marcel and this other woman, and, he's still calling my phone and all this extra stuff. Girl, I overlooked all that for the moment and made sure I had an amazing pregnancy. And it was like one of those things where if it wasn't yesterday, I'm not checking for it, I'm moving forward. And that's how I was. And so Melania is definitely a reflection, I think, of how I carried and handled myself.
Were you happy during your pregnancy?
I was.
You were?
Like, man, Melania was, I'll tell anybody, that was one of my best pregnancies. We did the baby special, of course.
Despite all the bullshit that Martel was putting you through, you still had a great pregnancy.
Heck yeah, absolutely. I sure did. And that's my pumpkin right there. That's my girl. But it was a lot going on. But I was in a very happy place. Like the whole time I shot my baby special, I really was in a happy place. And, you guys saw him gift me with this diamond bracelet for a push gift and apologizing to me for everything he put me through. And we were just enjoying our kids and enjoying, they were excited about having another pumpkin, sibling coming. And it was really overall a very nice pregnancy and a nice time in our lives. It was just after she got here when things went down here.
How soon did you figure out that Ariane was carrying a baby? After you had your baby?
Yeah. So I heard about it in May. In May, I heard about it.
Like the following year after you had baby girl.
So I had Melania in 2019, and I heard about the pregnancy in May. And but I had already left April the 4th. Oh. So I actually had already left anyway. And that was because I was just seeing a lot of, you start learning people's patterns when they've done, as women, if we pay attention, you start learning their patterns, how they move, how they behave. And I was like, we're in the middle of a pandemic. There's no reason for you to be leaving the house at hours at a time. Ain't nobody doing no construction work right now because we didn't know what this thing was. This was, when the pandemic first started. So I was like, this doesn't make sense. This isn't adding up. And to be honest with you, there were a couple of conversations that we had that really made me feel, and was kind of a moment of an epiphany for me, because I felt like, you know what? He has not grown up any. He's still at step 0. Even though I've given him 3 years to get it together, he's still at step 0. And those moments were conversations where he was like, well, I would have thought by now the older women would have talked to you by now. And I was like, talk to me and said what? Because I would have thought by now, he was like, that this what men do. Like, this is what men do. And I was like, well, I would have thought by now the older men would have talked to you. And he was like, well, yeah, they have. Honestly, they have. I said, and what did they say, Martel? He was like, don't mess with nobody who ain't got nothing to lose. Make them sign contracts. And I was like, you ain't really, so all that just stuck with me. I'm like, oh, you ain't thinking of doing right. You trying to figure out how to do wrong better. And I was like, nah, I ain't with that. Some women are okay being, them being doing what they do. I wasn't with it. I have never been with it. And I was like, nah, I'm out. Bye.
Let me ask you something, because and this, I'm gonna play devil's advocate, but I will never do anything that would offend you. But I want to ask a question. Yeah. So I had got some information that when you guys started the show, the first time the show premiered, that Martel was seeing Ariane. and he was seeing other women as well. And that was something that I guess you knew going into filming the show, and it would be good TV.
No, ma'am. No, ma'am. I would never.
Okay.
I would never agree or want to exploit my family, my kids, and all of it the way it has been. It just came natural for y'all to see because it happened while we were filming. So let me bring it back how it happened.
Okay.
So the show, so we started filming in 2018. I found out about this affair in March of 2017. Okay. It had already been going on for almost 2 years at that point, but I didn't know. I really didn't. That's why I was so devastated, because I really didn't think my husband was cheating on me. So I found out in March 2017. By the time we got around to 2018 and started filming, I'm thinking we're good. You know, this is our first real test battle in our marriage. You know, we overcame it. We're in a good place. Now we'll show how marriages and people go through things and they can overcome things. You know, that's what I'm thinking we about to be on. Girl, right when we started filming, I found out they still talking. And that's why y'all got those raw emotions of me, the first season, the anger, me going off, me crying, me throwing stuff across the bed, clothes and stuff, because it was very raw and it just happened. Like, I just found out that they still talking. So that's what it was. Yeah, honestly, I can't say that if I knew that he was still cheating, that I would have continued and agreed to do.
I'm gonna be honest with you, like, if it were me in your shoes, I would have exploited his ass on television.
You would have.
I would have. If we're under the impression, I'm petty like that. You know what I'm saying? I'll go right in with you and embarrass the fuck out of you. You know what I'm saying? That's what I would do. And,
you don't see that kind of win in, though?
You did, but because I've heard you talk about how good your relationship was, I think you were still holding on to those memories. And what I saw from the outside looking in was that you guys were very young, you know, when you got married. And, you know, a lot of you guys have, 4 kids. That takes a lot. And some men, I'm going to be honest with you, they're so caught in their egos, have them so here that they can't bring themselves down to understand what a woman is going through. And so we may not be able to meet your needs. We may not be able to suck your dick when you ask for, because, you know, we dealing with kids and stuff like that. It's just, you know how it is. You got to take off the mom suit and then you got to put on the wife suit. And I think because they've been spoiled and they've had all the attention, it's kind of like they're fighting for attention. They want to feel like a man.
AdamandEve.com. I'm talking toys, bondage, lingerie, and so much more. Plus, they have 24/7 customer service, so you can order at 3 a.m. if you ain't coming, if you get me, okay? And if something isn't working out, you can send it back within 90 days, no hassle. And if that's not enough, you can also take pleasure in knowing that 20% of their profits goes to help fight the spread of HIV around the world. So go on ahead and log on to AdamandEve.com. Use the code Tasha K for 50% off one item plus free shipping in the U.S. and Canada. Some exclusions apply now, but hurry up and visit AdamandEve.com so they can make you come.
See, I enjoy oral sex, but to be honest, some of my experiences have been not pleasing due to lack of proper vaginal hygiene. I went down on this chick once, and the yoni was so good and fresh. It took me on like a whole nother level of just pleasure. So at that moment, I had to stop and ask, what are you using? And she told me, embrace Pangea Feminine Wash.
We all know that a fresh yoni brings on a whole new level of confidence, so visit EmbracePangea.com, and of course, I got my winos covered for a discount, so use the coupon code Tasha K for 10% off your first order. Let's put the wine down for a second, because at times like this, we need to take a shot of the olive leaf extract, because the olive leaf boosts our immune system and has been known to reverse high blood pressure, lupus, diabetes, and certain cancers. Check them out at myoliveleaf.biz to learn more and to order, or simply click the link below in the description box. Now back to the wine.
Let me say this, Tasha.
Okay.
I strongly believe that when you get in a relationship or you get in a marriage, don't start with things that you ain't gonna keep up and that you're not willing to. You know what I'm saying?
That
keep
part.
going.
That part.
So whenever we got together, it was never some big thing in terms of me, giving Martell oral sex. It wasn't like that was some big thing for us. However, to say I didn't do it isn't true. I did do it. Maybe not as often as you ended up wanting me to, but I did do it. You know
and
what
I'm
saying?
sure there's some complaints on the other side. Did he give you oral sex anytime you wanted it?
Absolutely not. And right. And that's the thing. So if you go back even one time, I don't remember what episode it is, but I know you'll do your homework. One of the episodes, he and I were in our bedroom, and I remember I said to him, he was like, he was talking about how men in the Bible had multiple women, so why not, and all this stuff. And I was like, well, there were times when I wanted you to talk freaky and dirty to me in the bedroom. You never did it like I needed you to, but I didn't go get it from somebody else. You know what I'm saying?
But you were well within your right, being what he was doing.
And the thing is, based on what he's saying now, well, if somebody ain't fulfilling your needs, it's okay to go out here. So then you're saying it would have been okay for me to go get with somebody who did what I needed them to do to turn me on, So that's why I tell people cheating is a choice, no matter what. No matter, there's never going to be anybody who's going to give you everything that you want in a relationship or in a marriage, but it's about, but what's the most important and what's the biggest thing they bring to the table and the most important pieces. And the other little stuff, you just, you let it go. Like I said, I didn't go find somebody who talked dirty in the bedroom because you wouldn't do it, even though I requested you to multiple times.
Well, I'm sure there's probably plenty of men watching this interview that's going to be watching this interview that wouldn't mind sending you a few messages in the DM, you know what I'm saying? Especially if they got deep voices now, like, we are summoning, all that she has been lacking just in the DM, nothing physical, just all spiritual talk. But no, like, I feel like, Marcel being in the limelight and being around other successful men.
Martell.
I said Marcel, my bad. Martell. I feel that he was influenced. I feel like he wasn't man enough to make, a man decision, and he decided to be swayed by the crowd, and look where it's got him, because I did hear that he stole $17,000 from you. You got the kids, and what happened there, child? Because he got possible 2 other baby mamas, so I need to know how the hell he got his hands on $17,000, and he probably... word is he living with the other baby mama. She ain't living with him. He living with her because he ain't paid you your money back because apparently he's broke.
Well, what I will say is back in around, I guess, August or September of last year, we had a joint business account, and we had business funds that went to that account. And prior to when the funds went to that account, we split it 50-50. No biggie. For whatever reason, that time, it might have been September, or maybe September, October, but anyway, in the fall, he decided that he was going to take my money. And I have not gotten it back. I don't think I'm going to get it back.
What about small claims court? Suing his ass.
Well, the thing is, because it was done before he filed bankruptcy, it wipes it all out. There's nothing I can do about it. Yeah.
But did he include that loan in his bankruptcy, though?
No, ma'am.
Then he still owes you.
Paperwork.
Because if it wasn't written off into the bankruptcy, he still owes you your money. You can legally go after him. And I would, especially if I had 4 kids almost full time, while he goes out there and makes more. Yeah, I'm going to need my money.
Yeah, I don't know if he included that or not. I just know, we just finalized our divorce and everything. And to be honest with you, when we got to the point of trying to get everything done and over, I just wanted it to be done and over. But I was advised by my attorney, which I'm sure he knows what was included or not. You ain't gonna be able to do nothing about the 17. I was like, it is what it is. Because one thing I know for sure, let me tell you this.
Okay.
This is what I know for sure. I've seen it too many times. Every time you try to come against God's child, he always makes a way. So he'll give you that times 3 times 4 times 5. And that's the way I look at it. While, don't ever think you're getting away with doing wrong.
Does he financially help you with the kids? Is he on child support?
I didn't ask for child support.
Mel, you still can. Because here's the thing. he got other kids that he has, and my kids is not gonna lack for no other.
And they don't. Oh, and they don't.
Not woman's kids, no other bitch's kids. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
My children gonna get it first. They're gonna be still accustomed to the lifestyle that we were both giving them, and then whoever you had on the side, they get a side check.
And you know what? I appreciate you saying that, because I'll be honest with y'all, know if you're aware, but a lot of people try to come at me for all the work that I do and how, you know, I move and shape. But I move and shape because I'm determined that my kids' lifestyle is not about to change up because their father decided to, you know what I'm saying, do wrong by his family. So I grind hard to make, like, we just came back from vacation from the beach, and we still on vacation. Right?
I heard, girl.
Still on New Year's, I took them to Opryland. We stayed there for about 3 days, just having a good time ice skating and doing all of that wonderful stuff. Christmas, they had an amazing Christmas. So I work hard and I grind to take care of my kids.
Did he help you? Did he help you provide Christmas with the kids? Did he help you to provide this vacation with the kids? Does he help you at all? No, because I think women, because he has been so nasty to you. And like I said, I'm glad. Like I told you, he was supposed to interview with me, but he chose Dr. Heavenly. Because you know, Dr. Heavenly, I mean, she held him accountable, but I don't even think that interview would have made it out, because I'm going to be honest with you, he probably would have got up and walked out. You going to tell the world that I did? First of all, it's my private business.
Right.
We were married at the time, okay? Yep. And you choose to throw me out to the wolves. Like, you continuously spare this motherfucker. Like, why?
Yeah. You know what? I try my best, Tasha, to I try to be positive, and I try my best to move forward. But to answer your question, no. The answer is no. He did not. Christmas, New Year's.
So you went and bought all them toys for 4 kids by yourself?
Yeah, absolutely, yes.
While he out here doing interviews talking about shit that happened that ain't got nothing to do with nobody.
Yeah, actually, I had them for 3 weeks during December. He came by Christmas Day for like 5 minutes and saw them for about 5 minutes. And they called him that morning, or I think it was that morning, and they was like, "Dad, did Santa come to your house for us?" And he was like, "No, Santa didn't come." And so, yeah.
I think when men, like, I'm going to be honest with you, I feel there are, and I'm not talking about all men, but I do feel that there are women, such as yourself, who hold it together. Mm-hmm. And when the family separates, you get to truly see the character of both. Who was doing what? Why was certain things happening? Yeah,
absolutely. And so for me, like, even I've had them, I'm coming up to be going on 4 weeks now, but I'm still able to move and shake. It's not very stressful for me because I'm used to, I can handle my kids and handle all the other things I need to do and make it happen. So I've never, even when it was my time to have them, I didn't have to call all the time asking for help with hair or help with this, help with that. I handle it, you know? And I mean, it's second nature for me. But yeah, I had them, 3 weeks during Christmas. He came
while he was off nurturing the new mother to his bastard baby. Yeah. Because that's when she had the baby. She had the baby around Christmas. So I know. Yeah, she did. I know. Will you allow your kids to associate with his bastard babies? Will you allow that? It's okay, girl. Listen, I want you to be honest, because my answer would be fuck all the way no.
You know what?
What's your answer, girl? Be honest, girl. The women are rooting for you.
I'm about to give it to you. I'm about to give you the answer. So, let me say, I don't even think they know that there is another child by their father.
Oh, Jesus.
First, let me say that. So, I'm pretty sure, because I'm sure they would have come and told me. So I'm pretty sure they have not, like, even in my song, like when they ask, is this about, no, this just, life. I don't confirm that this is about their daddy. It's like, no, this song about life, honey. Y'all will see when y'all grow up, that's how
and then they're going to see, and it's not.
Well, yeah. I can't even say that he sat down and had a conversation with them. So to already think about, are they going to get to see? I mean, at the end of the day, what can I do? I try not to stress on things that I have no control over. When they're with him, I cannot control.
Oh, the hell you can't? Take my children over that bitch house, see what happens.
I can't.
Yeah, you can. Take my children over that bitch house and see what the hell happened. I guarantee you he won't do it. For the sake of peace, he will not do it.
Oh, I bet you he would, because that will make his day. Tasha, for me to act irate, get locked up behind him in this mess some kind of way, oh, that will make his day. I refuse.
No, but you ain't got to just send out the threat, because it ain't even got to be you. I'm sure you...
threats all these years, you still see he still kept cheating. Now, don't get it twisted. I've made my threats and done my shit over the years. He still kept cheating. Oh. So let's be clear.
Let me ask you something, Melody. Did you get a tad piece? Did you get a tad piece for revenge while you was married when he was fucking you?
I did not.
What?
Mm-hmm. I did not. Can I tell you? Let me tell you about the conversations.
Okay.
I used to say this all the time, because my girl, I ain't gonna keep it 100. My girlfriends, Destiny included, used to be on some like, girl, you just need to go get you a boyfriend. Girl,
not even a boyfriend, just somebody to come over when the kids are asleep and leave before they wake up.
No, ma'am.
That's it.
You know how girls are, you know what I'm saying? So they used to say stuff like that, but my response was this: I do not want to mess up my favor. I do not want to mess up my favor. And I used to always tell them that. They used to be like, all right, Mel, dang, shoot. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They used to be like, all right. But that was my thing. I was like, I don't want to mess up the favor that I know God has over my life and all the doors that he's going to open for me. And as you can see, those doors are opening. And that's because, for one, I was obedient and I didn't walk away until God said go, hence my merchandise line. Number two, even though, because there were times I was like, man, and I said this to my child, I said, man, God will put you all the way through hell. I guess so one day you can appreciate heaven, because this is clearly hell right now, you know? And I think that me being obedient, not leaving till God said go, and then two, me continuing even through the pain and the hurt, still cooking, still washing your clothes, you know what I'm saying? Still upholding what I'm supposed to uphold as being your wife. Because let's be clear, I probably could have talked to a whole bunch of people if I wanted to talk to them. Mm-hmm. But I feel that me doing that is the reason that God is blessing me like he is. So I don't regret my decision, you know what I'm saying, to stay committed, you know, or faithful during my marriage until I actually walked away. So I'm happy with my decision. Okay.
I just, you ain't got just a little bit of, you know, rebellion in you, just a tad bit,
Not on that, not when it comes to that, no. But I like to flirt.
But listen, going into your next phase, I do want to tell you this. Men love hoes, okay? They love their wife to be hoes. And you ain't got to cook. You ain't got to wash his damn drawers, okay? As long as you are licking his drawers, he ain't going to go nowhere. Get somebody else to cook in the house. Get you a chef. You got 4 children. Get somebody else to wash his clothes. And then y'all spend all the time y'all want fucking and sucking, because guess what? There's somebody else fulfilling those duties that are taking you away from spending time with him.
Well, let me tell you something now. I'm going to have to just say this. Because you can be doing all of that. So let's be clear.
That's true, too. No, I'm just saying, that's true, too. You're right. It's never enough.
They a hoe.
That's true. That's true.
Even when it got to the point, because I want you to know this, Tasha. Before I found out about this affair, there was never no time when Marcel came to me and was like, hey, babe, look, you know, let's talk. Or let's go to counseling. I'm kind of feeling some kind of way in the marriage. None of that. Now, I encourage him at times. I'm like, hey, I think you should go to counseling with anger management, get some help with that, X, Y, and Z. You know what I'm saying? Just so you can be a better man. He never came to me on some, hey, Mel, I'm feeling kind of, something ain't feeling the same. Or I'm feeling unfulfilled. Let's go to counseling, or let's sit down and talk. I feel like you ain't doing X, Y, and Z. He never came to me on that real grown man type of thing ever, right? But once I found out about this affair, and I'm like, oh, okay, so this is important to you. You want every day. Oh, okay, that's important to you. Gotcha. Thank you for letting me know. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So, girl, let me tell you, I did that about every day for a little minute, girl. He couldn't even handle it. So I said, see, that ain't even, and then he still kept cheating. So it does not matter.
No, that's true too. That's true too. You're right. But I'm saying going into your next marriage, you know what I'm saying? Don't know. Girl, listen, get you a little chef, get you somebody to fold them clothes, clean that house, and girl, you make up for lost time. Are you making up for lost time now?
What you mean?
Melody, are you getting your bolo on? You ain't seen. You don't know who Bolo is. So there's this internet.
I do. I know Housewives.
There's this video on the internet of Bolo like really doing something to a fruit that just had me just childlike. Oh
shoot, I ain't seen the video, but I saw the episode with the housewife.
I'm gonna have to send you that video of him and that fruit. I think it was a cantaloupe or something. I don't know, but it was. I see why Bolo gets paid. That's all I can tell.
You know why he gets paid? I feel you. Yeah, send it to me. Let me see what you're talking about.
I'm gonna send it to you, Joe. You're gonna be like, Tasha.
Look, let me see what you're talking about.
Listen, are you getting your bolo on and somebody's, giving you head when you want it?
So here's what I have. I have people that I enjoy talking to who are very encouraging, who I'm encouraging to and all of that, but I'm not really ready to date anybody. Like, I ain't trying to look, I don't want to date nobody.
I'm not dating, fucking. There's a difference.
A lady never tells.
You owe that to yourself, though. You
A
owe
lady
that.
never.
Oh, get as much as you can in until you fall for the next one, girl. Get as much as you can in. There's nothing wrong with that, okay? You ain't nobody's wife. And I like, see, you a true Southern belle. I can tell, because that's mommy friend. Well, mommy, he come over here every day. That's my friend. He just coming to say hi.
You're so crazy. You are so crazy. Oh my gosh. I'm not doing that.
That's my friend. And look, my auntie, I promise you, I never saw a man around her. And every time I did, that's my friend. And I believed it till I got older. And I was like, well, why he was always leaving at this time? You know what I'm saying? And I'm thinking that's her friend. And that's how they stayed until she, she said, I'm not claiming nobody until I'm married. No engagement. You're my friend until we get married. That's the true Southern belle. That's what I get from you.
Southern belle reside, honey.
Now, where is Martell living right now? Is he living with that baby mama?
I have no idea. For a while now, I don't ask him any of his personal business because it ain't got nothing to do with me. And just like, this possible other child, that ain't got nothing to do with me.
But you don't ask him, like, where are you taking my kids? That because, at this point, they're your kids. If you financially supporting them, where are you taking my kids?
Yeah. So as I've known, he's still taking them to our used-to-be marital home.
Okay.
So, yeah, but I mean, that was, you talking about almost 4 weeks ago.
Wow. He hasn't seen his kids in 4 weeks.
He went and picked them up from school one day last week and took them to lunch and took them back.
How does the kids feel about every day seeing daddy to not seeing daddy at all now?
So they haven't really asked me any questions. Praise God. All they know is that they still with their mama right now. So, and when they're with me, I try to make sure they have fun, they have a good time, and
do they know about the divorce? Have you talked to them about it?
Oh, they know about the divorce.
Okay.
So they know, like, hey, mommy and daddy, aren't married anymore, but that's okay, and I explain to them all the time. Well, not all the time, but the times I've had the conversations with them, it's okay. I bring up their friends who go visit their mom sometimes and go visit their dad sometimes to make sure they know it's not just them. And that's been great. I think overall for me, I know what I do with them. I just try to give them extra love, laughs. They want to do TikToks and they want to, mommy, can I please, let's do this and teach me TikToks, whatever they want to do. I try to make sure that they're having fun, especially when it's all positive things. They're 9, 8, 5, and 1.
Are your two oldest in counseling? Because I know that can be hard.
Yeah, absolutely. So what I have, there is a therapist in Huntsville that we've used, and that's been going fine. So, I knew that was going to be needed because this is a big transition for them.
Okay. Okay. Well, I am happy to see you, holding it down. And regardless of how much he is trying to break you down, like, you are still smiling. And I just want to ask you, like, cause me, I wear my emotions on my sleeve. If I'm mad, you gonna know it. And it's not like I'm intentionally trying to be positive when I know that if you say the wrong thing, I'm gonna go the fuck off. How do you keep it together though? Where do you find your strength?
Ooh, man.
Because you have every reason, and you are well within your right to show out one time and ask for God's grace, and He will give it to you.
Well, let's be clear. I ain't never said I ain't showed out.
I know, but we ain't never seen you publicly. Look, I would just put it on live one time and fuck up his shit. They'll be like, there it is right there. There it is.
But here's the thing. At the end of the day, I really do. I have kids. You know what I'm saying? I at this point, I represent OWN. Hell, I got 2 shows on OWN. You know what I'm saying? I represent OWN. So I'm not trying to do anything to come against my career, come against my purpose, So those kinds of things, I mean, it helps hold me accountable and helps keep me on the right track and make the right decisions, even in those moments when I be feeling like I want to do something. I don't do that.
Okay, so are you working on anything for Atlanta? We need a love and marriage Huntsville, honey, and I've been married like 16 years. I got, other girlfriends with problems too. They would love to spill. What you doing there?
You know what? Let me, Carlos, honey, is the king of reality TV.
I know.
And think about some love and marriage Atlanta.
Yes, and just give me one audition. All I want is audition. I don't want no favoritism, although I know. Because when people see me and my husband together, they're like, oh, he seems so sweet and so nice. And then once the cameras go out, oh, there you go. There it is right there. He ain't African no more. Look, no, I'm playing. That's my baby. That's my baby. We were made for good TV, though. I'm just throwing that out there. But listen, you have 2 shows on OWN. Ain't no telling what else you got your hands in. I hope you got your hands in somebody's pants. But you got a new song out. I saw you on Billboard and everything.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, man, that's been so exciting. I'm just so thankful. I'm still an emerging vocalist and artist, so I'm just still enjoying the ride and enjoying the journey. I still have a long ways to go, a long way I want to get to. So I'm thankful for the people who have supported, who have believed in the music, the people it has touched. Because at the end of the day, that's what it's all about for me. That's what it's all about. And when you see that there are so many people who can relate, I'll be honest, I wasn't expecting this to be my story. Again, I was expecting this to be something we'd gone through and overcome. I didn't think this was going to be a continuation, and continuation then lead to a divorce, So now just being able to pen those emotions, those pains and, those different feelings and pen them, then put them to music. And, just touch so many other people. That is what it's all about.
Are you going to write a book one day?
Absolutely. That's already in the works.
Okay. She got to make sure she make up for Martel's lack of...
I got 2 books in the works right now.
Okay. All right. Listen, whenever you premiere one, please put me in your press run, okay? Yeah. Absolutely. And I need you to blow some notes from that song that you got on Billboard. Yes, ma'am.
You know what? Well, better. I mean, Dr. Heavenly did me like that too, and I was sick. This pollen and stuff, like we were talking about earlier. Seriously, like I was like, I woke up in the middle of the night. I said, "Why is my throat hurting?"
Yes, this is pollen. Yes, and ain't no telling what else they got in this here air down here in Georgia. But do you feel like blowing a little bit for us?
I will, absolutely.
Yes. I make everybody do it.
Okay, so it ain't just me.
No, because if you singing, we want to see everything without the auto tune. So I want to see if you can blow.
I don't like auto tunes that much. All right.
Okay, go ahead.
All right. But you a dog, little chihuahua, Rottweiler. Stay out my face begging, go call her. Gave you 5 years to cut her off. Now I realize that was too long. And if you think I'm lonely now, don't you ever think that thought again. No, I don't feel the need to be friends. We gonna have to learn to co-parent. I'd rather be alone cause you got issues. Stop calling my phone, I don't miss you. Remember when you didn't care? Keep that energy right there. We ain't even gotta speak for real. Text me you wanna see the kids. I threw a flag up on the play, let's do this off sides. Give them no playtime. Watch me from the sideline.
Okay. I didn't even know you had pipes like that. Girl, and I heard that 5 years. Was that a song about your life?
Absolutely. You know,
Is that Martell on the beginning of the song? Is that Martell?
well, that's funny. Okay, so one thing at a time. It is about my life, but also when I started penning and writing with some dope writers, right? Libby of 1500 Nothing, Naquan, working with Bob Robinson, who's a Grammy Award winning producer. We really realized we all had so much in common and had experienced some of the same stuff.
Okay.
So we were able to just put all that together. So people ask if that's Martell on the song. Now, I ain't stupid. So I'm not going to use his voice on my song so he can think he's entitled to any pieces of my song. But it was inspired by Martell. I do have, you want to hear the voicemail? I do have a voicemail that he left when I was
do, absolutely. Did you send me that?
petty today.
You know we got to drink this wine. Did you send me that? Oh, is it? Hold on. Wait a minute.
I ain't going to be petty today. Listen.
I am, child. I am. Hold on. Let me, wait.
Hey, man, come home, all right? Come home. Bye.
Wait a minute. When did he send this?
That was either in April or May after I left. Yeah.
So after he, the side chick was 4 months pregnant or so, or just get, hold on.
Hey, man, come home, all right? Come home. Bye.
Come home, Mel, please. I'm sorry. I won't do it again. Come. That is funny, though. That is funny. Did he try to contest the divorce? Did he try to contest the divorce?
So there were things he was trying to ask for, even though I was trying to be more than fair, and there were some things I just wasn't willing to bend on.
Okay.
And there was a lot of back and forth because he was doing the whole, joint custody. No, I want full custody. I don't want joint. And then it was certain things he would do that would make me be like, you ain't gonna do right by no joint custody. But it got to the point I just wanted it to be over, that I just went ahead and agreed to joint custody, even though I knew that stuff like this would probably happen, such as me having them past the week I'm supposed to have them. But, at the end of the day, one monkey don't stop no show. Like, we still keep it moving and we're still, keeping it going. But I'm going to see. So, this was just probably, I'm trying to see, like a week or two ago. Yeah, like a week or two ago, maybe 3 weeks ago, he was on the whole, I shouldn't have lost my family. I should still have my family.
It's the lack of stability. It's the lack of, what? I don't think I'm going to find what I found in my wife outside.
Yeah, absolutely.
Damn. Let me ask you something. Do you regret sometimes, like, divorcing him? Do you miss him?
I don't. Okay, so I don't. One thing at a time. You're about to get my words screwed up, misconstrued first.
I'm just
I don't regret the divorce. I have no second thoughts about that. I never wake up and be like, "Ooh, I wish I hadn't have." At the end of the day, the time on that marriage had expired. Okay. And when something is no longer fulfilling you and something is no longer making it to where you're happy and where you feel great when you wake up in the day, but instead you waking up feeling miserable and why am I here? And your self-worth is diminishing and all of that, you know what? It's time to go. So I don't feel any regrets for that. Missing him, what I will say is that there are times when there are certain memories that, of course, after 14 years of being together, memories that come up and things like that. Like the kids and I were just in Destin. Well, that's something we used to always do together as a family 3 times a year. You know what I'm saying? So to say that riding around any certain places or anything and things bringing back memories that didn't happen, of course it does, But girl, I just, push them to the side and keep it moving. Make new memories. It's time to make new memories.
Okay, she said, I am not bringing that old shit into my new.
Yeah.
Blessing.
Yeah.
Thank you, Melody. Please tell everybody where they can get your song.
Absolutely. So I need everybody to go download Telltale Signs on all platforms, Amazon, Spotify, iTunes, and I know y'all got multiple devices. Y'all got iPhones, 2 iPhones, MacBooks, and all of that. So go download it on all your devices. Let's keep running the numbers up. Telltale Signs. Follow me on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter, Melody S. Holt. And I do a lot of stuff, Tasha K, on my, of course I give a lot of encouraging words and things like that, but I also do cash giveaways here and there also.
Let me get on there and try to win something. Look, move out the way.
I would love for y'all to come follow me. Absolutely.
Thank you. Yeah. And we are going to post all the links below so that people can go ahead and download and stream your song. Thank you for sharing your strength here. Thank you for sharing your wisdom. And thank you for not getting caught up in what I was trying to do here. I do see that you was on your toes. Because I'm like, wait a minute, girl. I just know you got some dick.
I ain't saying.
You are entitled to that. That is your birthright. You understand?
Is that right?
Yes. Uh-huh. And what you should do is suck the new man dick and send a picture or video to his ass. I would. I'm telling you. I'm messy like that, child.
You so crazy. Hold
See,
on.
you from Huntsville. See, you real classy. I'm from Panama City, Florida. We ratchet as hell.
Listen. I don't know about that now. I mean, he and I had our fun with videos with each other.
Oh.
But I don't know about doing and sending him. See, that's why I be laughing sometimes at certain things, like whenever it's made to seem like I was just some boring wife, honey. No, ma'am, I was not. I'm a Scorpio all day.
See, but one thing. Oh, yeah. So you real? Yeah, my husband is Scorpio. Oh my God.
So you already know what it is.
I know. So it was just, I think he just, he was going through that little boy phase and wanted to test the waters before he, went into his 40s, so you see what's out there, so.
Hey, all I can say honestly is good luck. Like honestly, Tasha, I don't wish any ill will on anyone. I don't wake up every day thinking, oh, what can I do to make his life a living hell? Mm-hmm. I don't do that. I focus on the positive things in my life, and I focus on my kids.
And I do want you to. I do want to let you know the next time you come through here, we do not have to talk about him.
Okay, good.
Okay, so I ain't gonna do you like they did Tina Turner. I ain't gonna do you like that.
Good.
Did you see? You saw her documentary?
No, I haven't. Where's that?
Oh my God, it's on HBO. So if you have the HBO app, if you have Amazon Prime, you should be able to access the HBO app. But her life, like she just couldn't escape the shadow of Ike Turner, although she was so much bigger and so much more, and he was viewed as an icon because he pretty much introduced her to the world. But I mean, 80 years old, she's married to a billionaire. You know what I'm saying? 30 years younger than her, and you still want to ask me about Ike?
Yeah.
And it was trauma. It was trauma for her because, I remember she has described a scene one time where he would, beat her so bad. Like one day he made her lay on the bed and he took a wire hanger and twisted it and just beat her for hours until her butt swole up. And then he sexually assaulted her after. Yeah. And she just, so I ain't gonna do you like that. It taught me something as a journalist when I watched that interview. So yeah, please watch it. I do encourage you to watch it. Yes.
I will watch it, and I appreciate that too. Focusing on the future and not as much on the past. That's always.
And I want to know who your new man is, child. Whenever you
I don't have a
when you come, I'm talking about when you come back. I just want to see. And if we hang out outside of my show, your business will never be on the internet. Trust me, you'll be shocked who I'm friends with, honey.
Okay.
In the business I know, and what I could capitalize off of, I'm like, woo! No, I don't even get down. I don't even get down like that. It's not existent. When this microphone goes off, I am back to Tasha.
Yeah, that's what's up. That's what's up.
So
not about your character.
Yeah, you won't never worry about that. So, but I wish you all the best.
I'm trying to hook up on no darn blind dates when I'm in the.
Yeah, I don't believe in blind. I'm old fashioned. You see me in a grocery store and come holler at me. And you know what's so funny? I was in Miami A couple weeks ago, my girlfriends had treated me to a birthday trip, and
was on
you know, I hear
cards.
generation. Yeah, they're so sweet.
You
I
was
hear,
on top of the cards. What? Tell the truth. Tell the truth.
what happens in Miami stays in Miami. But listen, I hear Generation Z, is it called? They're saying, you know, I can't, you know, it's going to be hard to find love. You know, boys only want to know your Instagram. And when I was out there, it was a bunch of 25-year-olds, 30-year-olds, 20-year-olds like, hey, can I get your number? I'm like, oh, y'all still have chivalry here, I see. So it ain't gone no more, girl. You ain't got to do no blind dates, and you are beautiful. I'm sure that when you shopping for your bell peppers in the grocery store, some man gonna be over there, you know, shopping because he a single dad. And
it needs to be the man.
yeah, you're right. That part. So enjoy your newfound freedom, and I wish you nothing but the best. And like I said, we don't ever have to talk about the past anymore.
Thank you. I
Anytime.
Thank you for having me, Tasha.
Anytime. And so with that being said, now we gotta go. Bye.